All right. All right, the next thing I wanted to show you is to bring over some content from Blackboard. Okay, I'll show you how that works, and then we'll explain a little bit how we're going to set it up for you guys teaching this summer. All right, so inside of my course, the concept to think of in our migration tool is that you don't run the migration tool to create a new course. And you run it to pull any content into the course you've already got. All right? So when you go to teach a course again in another semester, you're going to get a new course that's empty created for you for the new semester, and then you can pull in whatever content that you want. So how you do that, you can either get to it from this little checklist. The top one is import content. Or you kind of come down here to the settings tab. We have a button here for import content into the course on the settings. Okay. When I go to import content, is that I'm in this course. It's called practice course, and then I'm going to pull it from, and we use the same migration tool for if it's coming from Blackboard or if it's coming from us. Either way, works fine. Okay. So I'm going to show you the way to pull from Canvas into the other, because your courses have already been migrated into a course from Blackboard into one, and so you'll just be running the Canvas to Canvas course migration. Right? It looks the same, right?
Right.
Okay, making sure I got that right. All right.
Now, I also don't mind creating them a blank course shell, or they could even do it in this practice course and upload a course to see how it works on their own.
Okay.
In order to do that, you would need to export your Blackboard course. And I've already done this for you, and it's already done, but if you'd like to experience that process yourself, export your Blackboard course and import it into this practice course this year.
Yeah. So if you get an export file from Blackboard, you just click this button to say from another system, and then you choose the Blackboard 8 export, and then you just upload the file in here. Okay. Right, and then that's it's going to run, and then we'll let you know when it's done. We'll send you an email. Okay, according to your notifications. All right. Now to go from one to another is that this is actually when it's done, when it emails you, then this is the part that it'll show you. Okay, so I'm going to select a course. And I'm going to pull from this one because I know what's in here. Okay. Now we're going to show you a list of every piece of content in the course that you're importing in. Right. So this is a course that's already in Instructure, but we actually make a list if it's a Blackboard export file as well. And you can choose the pieces that you want to pull over. So you could choose all of them to bring the entire thing over. Or you can just choose, let's say maybe just the file portion of it, or just the quizzes. You can choose, like you could bring over a single thing, right? I could bring over just that picture if I wanted, or just this quiz, okay? And the idea is that you can, with this, run this tool as many times as you want. So I can pull over a single file, or just the quizzes, and then at any other time, even if it's the last day of the semester and I've been teaching my class for months, I can run the migration tool again and pull over more content if I wanted. Okay? So you can run as many times as you want, and you don't have to pull from the same course either. You just run the tool and you can pull it from one course to get quizzes and run it again to get pages from another. And it's totally fine. Right? And that's it. And then it's just going to put it in your course. Now, if it's between semesters and whatnot, then you can have it adjust the due dates. So, okay, so we should pick up this date range of when you taught it before, and then you can give the new date range of how you're going to teach it again. So this is, maybe we're going to go from April to October, and then we're going to actually lay out your due dates and squish or scrunch or expand, whatever we need to do. We'll preserve like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and things like that. Okay? You can even say, Monday, Wednesday, Friday is now a Tuesday, Thursday, and map them. And then but then it goes onto your calendar, and you saw how easy it is to update it on the calendar. You just drag and drop it to fix it, or if you to organize around a different holiday this semester.
Pick that start and end date for the Blackboard course?
If it's in there, we try and look at it. We try and figure it out from the file itself, or you can give us an explicit hint here too.
Okay, because Edward, we don't move a start and end date in our SIS import now.
Nope.
So worst comes to worst, you could put the old semester dates in there.
That's right.
Manually.
Yep. That's right.
Do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday. Dates?
Yeah. Well, so usually when we get a date,
Yeah.
we know what year it is, and so we know what day of the week it is. And so the algorithm looks at the day of the week as well, because that's very common.
I understand that, but I put you said if you had like Monday, Wednesday, Friday course, you change it to a Tuesday, Thursday course?
You'd have 3 assignments one week, and you've got to decide how to put those.
Yeah, so you're probably going to have to tweak it, right? But I can say,
It brings it in as best as it can from.
that's right.
Yeah, you're going to have to tweak anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can say, a Thursday is now a Friday. Right, that's how I can do it. I can say Mondays are Tuesdays, and Thursdays are now Fridays, right?
It's going to be some work.
Okay. And then, yeah.
Devin, this question is related to an import, but it's also related to the file names. When I imported a course, some of the file folder names the file names were fine, but the file folder names were off. Can those be renamed?
Yes. The question is that she ran a migration, and the files came across great, but the directory names were foreign, right? Is that good? So yeah, as soon as, actually I can go in here. I don't have any files in this empty class, so let me go back to this course. Inside my files, I have my directories and my file names. I can just edit that name and rename it. So that's how you edit the folder names.
Now, if you had a file in a folder and you were using it in your module and you renamed the folder, is everything going to be okay?
Okay, so the question is, let's say you already put that file that's in files within a directory, and you attach that to a module, and then later you change the file name or the folder name. It's actually the same thing if you rename the file. It's like, is it going to lose the link between the module and the file? And the answer is no. Okay, we keep track of those. So that's how you can rename them without us breaking links.
Do things have to stay in those folders? Or can it
The question was, do the files have to stay in that folder, or can you reorganize your files in a different way and not break all your links? And that's true. It doesn't break your links at all. It's the small things. Yeah.
If we have a Blackboard that has learning units, it'll bring everything in?
Okay, we were just talking about this, and it should bring them over as a module. And if it doesn't, then if it gets Blackboard exports in a format called IMS Common Cartridge. And Common Cartridge is ambiguous enough that you can kind of have a lot of leeway to what something means. Okay, so there is no concept of a module or anything inside of IMS Common Cartridge. And so Blackboard made something in there that kind of looks like it to them that they understand, and then we're trying to figure out what they meant. You know what I mean? And so if we can figure it out, then we bring it over as a module, and if not, then we'll bring it over as a page.
What about assignments in Blackboard?
Assignments we get pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah, assignments and tests, those are pretty well understood between all LMS systems, so we can.
Who's teaching the government and nonprofit? That's what your modules look like in Canvas.
Okay, and they're looking at an export right now,
Oh, they're all, okay.
and they're all there. They're nodding. Elation. They're really happy. So the migration's awesome. Actually, she said okay.
Yours did really well.
Hers did really, really well. She's really proud of her course. Sorry, the conversation's going on behind the camera. Am I the only one being recorded? Okay, so that's how you do migration. And the tweaks afterwards is that you can remove files, you can remove directories just by hitting the trash can on here. You can rename them, you can reorganize them, and then the quizzes and whatnot, they'll come over, and so will the assignments, and then you can reorganize and then start using the instructor features after that. So you can import an assignment, and edit the assignment, and like drop in a video, attach a rubric, things like that very, very quickly. Okay. All right, I wanted to show you how to build a quiz. Okay, so actually there was a question that was asked forever ago, and I forgot to come back around, and I apologize. Okay, the question was, before is in the modules, I created a quiz right here called Basic Algebra, and when you went there, it wasn't there yet. Okay, so let me tell you what it did. Is that I went into the quizzes, and this quiz has not been published yet, which means I'm not done tweaking it for the students to take it yet. Okay, so that's why you didn't see it as a student.